Hello viewers, welcome to this session of Gurugyaan with BSmart Business Standard. In this episode, you'll hear from Mr. SP Saju Bhaskar, the founder and president of Texila American University TAU, founded in 2010 and operating across India, Guyana, Zambia, the UAE, the United States, Canada, and more. He's an entrepreneur with nearly 2 decades of international higher education and has built TAU into a multi college institution spanning medicine, public health, business management, and nursing with over 15,000 learners from more than 40 countries. He's also an alumnus of the Owners and Presidents Management Program at Harvard Business School. So let's jump right into this discussion. Hi, Mr. Bhaskar. A very good afternoon, and we welcome you to this new session of Gurugyaan of BSmart Business Standard. We are sure that this will be a very engaging session and a great learning experience for all the viewers. Today, the main topic of discussion is beyond borders and degrees, redefining the business of medical education. And now, I will request you to take it up from here.
Thank you, Abhishek, for having me in this session, and thank you to Business Standard for inviting me for this interview. When I think you said the word business medical education, probably it's taboo to say medical education is a business because we create because medical education is beyond. It's a business for sure, but it's definitely it goes beyond just normal transactions as a business. Beyond borders, I mean, yes, a lot of Indian students have to travel abroad for medical education because of the demand versus supply situation that we have in India. If I'm not wrong, close to 2 million students take the NEET exam. We probably have around 130 to 140,000 seats available for MBBS students who graduate from schools in India. So the demand supply is huge, so students have to seek opportunities abroad to study to enter medical education. Earlier days, we're talking about 20, 30 years back, when students started traveling abroad, when Forex started easing out, a lot of students used to go to the erstwhile USSR region, mostly to Russia, Ukraine, and all those. Even today, they go to those places. And then there was a new wave of China, Philippines, etc., which came out in the interim. Off late, universities like us in the Caribbean have become very popular. So students have no opportunity. Students who do not get opportunity in India will want to go abroad to study, and they would want to study in a destination which will help them come back and take their exams called the FMG exams, the Foreign Medical Graduate Exams, when they come back. So there are a lot of criteria laid by the National Medical Council for students to go. So all the students who go abroad should also have cleared NEET. And I think once they come back, they take the exams. When they take exams, they consider equivalent to any medical student who graduate out of India. So that's the business of medical education beyond borders as such. Which is a big opportunity for them. In fact, in the US, PG is free. Yeah. So coming to EdTech in medical education, AI, I think AI is a new buzzword. Everybody talks about AI. Probably we find now sprinkles of AI across everything that we do. Right? So in medical education, AI AI has been there in terms of in medical space as such. Like for example, robotic surgery has been there for a while, which is getting popularized now. But in terms of medical education, AI is a new entrant in medical education. So how AI is being used is, for example, how we use AI is we have a content creation platform which has been designed in-house by an AI company that we own. So the students, the entire program based on the framework, the World Federation of Medical Education framework is being developed. And, we put out into the learning platform. The students will soon have access to questionings, like how you ask ChatGPT questions. Students can learn by questioning our learning management system. And our faculties also help get AI to prepare their lecture notes. And examinations are also, driven by AIs and created by AI, so that the intellectual capability of students are getting enhanced, and the ability of faculty to deliver more from within their space is also getting enhanced by AI in medical education as such. Okay, I think universities for a long time has been centers where leaders are formed. You start as a student leader, and then you become a community leader, and then you become a national leader. So I think universities are natural places for students to be groomed into leaders. But in the setting like ours, where we have a lot of international students, and who come from different countries, different nationalities, different cultures. So how do we create them into leaders? In fact, our one of our values is creating tomorrow's leaders. Today's students are tomorrow's leaders. That's what we say in our purpose statement, our value statement. When you say, we give them the environment. For example, we have clubs in the universities. We have different clubs, like literary clubs, and multiple clubs where students are part of. They do their own thing in the clubs. They run the clubs by themselves, which gives them a leadership ability or administrative ability at a micro level. And then you train them to be independent. They have to do a lot of work independently as a student, and as students living outside the home, they have to be dependent on themselves, which also creates a innate discipline in themselves. So we inculcate the ability, we create the environment. See, we can't create leaders. Leaders are born. I mean, they are born within themselves. But what we can do is, we how a rough diamond, when polished, becomes a more valuable diamond. We help students polish themselves in our space by giving them safe environment, by giving them environment where they can bloom from their thought process, where they can be presenting journals, writing articles, doing leadership lessons. They're running blood donation drives. They are creating health awareness campaigns. So they create. I mean, that's an environment that we give to students to help them to become leaders of tomorrow. And a lot of them, who use those opportunities, are definitely becoming leaders of tomorrow. Because I know some of students. Some of our students have gone into government positions after becoming doctors. One of our students from our PhD program is a minister in Nigeria. So we have a lot of people, who's heading United Nations, World Health Organization. We have a lot of people in the leadership space who studied with us. So I think if you create the environment, leaders will naturally bloom by themselves.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bhaskar. So with that, we come to the end of the session. Thanks for
Thank
taking
you.
out time and participating here. And we really hope that we can stay connected and have you again for any of our future Gurugyaan sessions.
Thank you, Abhishek. It's a pleasure having you also here and having me, and also thank you for having me with you guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Thanks. Thank you, Mr. Bhaskar, for that insightful session. BSmart viewers, please share your queries and feedback at bsmart.edit@bsml.in and follow us on LinkedIn and Instagram for more such insightful and inspiring content. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing.